Shaka had stepped into the plate in the first half and actually took the W. It was 2-1. He's looking to do so again against Nephew.
Look, Nephew, I feel like once again, we talked about the characters. I got to go back to it again. We ain't got no Dhalsims in this bad boy. Not in SFL, it's Shaka. Where do you get the experience to play a character at this level that Shaka is? He has some of the better conversions. He's always ready. And look, we saw this in that Shopify Rebellion match. When he played Knuckle-Doo, I'm like, who is Knuckle-Doo fighting that's going to give him that XP for that?
I do have a slight rebuttal on that
Go
one.
ahead.
FlyQuest had actually taken the trip to Japan to face off
true,
against
yeah.
all the players from SFL in those both Division S and Division F. You had the opportunities to play against YXC Mochi in Division F, I do believe, and then Tori Meshi from Division S.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
I might have mixed up which division. But either way, that's two premier Dhalsims. However, does it translate to the victory? Not necessarily so. Again, we harped on it earlier. Shaka took down Nephew 2-1. Although it was close, you still have the idea of like, you know what? Maybe I could run with it again. Maybe I could show a different look and get the W over Nephew again. But it's still a valid point. Who do you get to practice up with consistently? And it's not even just with the premier Dhalsims. They play two different styles.
Yeah,
There's so much touch and go from the side of Tori Meshi. There's more of like a wait and bait style from YXC Mochi. But then you have Shaka, who's mad aggressive.
That's facts. That's facts. And I feel like he has a way of being like, he controls the pace better than some of the faster walk speed characters, and it's because of those limbs and his awareness.
Yes.
His conversions really do set him above when it comes to fighting him. You're going to be like, oh, I got away. No, you didn't. Shaka is ready, and he definitely has a rebuttal for what you're trying to put down. But here we go. We get the head nod from the two players. Shaka versus Nephew. 2-game versus FlyQuest. Best of 3. 10 points on the line for these two teams.
Let's get into it. Let's see what the control is like or what the options are for Shaka primarily, right? We're so looking forward to seeing like what Dhalsim does at the beginning of the match to set the tone.
Yeah, of course. If you look for the jump back. You look for just even them ready shooting with a projectile, the jump, just to see how they're going to react first. And we're looking like a more aggressive Dhalsim in this round, at least, for Shaka. And look at that, keeping the distance. And I feel like that's one of the best things you can do versus Juri. If she doesn't get close, what is she going to do?
Very difficult to call, but we'll find out. Damn, son! Long distance connection. Sit him back down. Dribbling on him, too.
Not the dribble. Oh, the backdash. Hold up, the throw. Oh.
What a space trap from Shaka.
Oh, I like that. Looking for the throw. Back throw of his own. Nephew need to do something.
What do you do about it, though? Great block on the overhead. That would have spelled just pretty much death for that first round.
Oh!
What a call! Yo, Shaka, you're actually OD. You're actually OD. Going for the teleport instead, catching the punish counter on the jump. What?
Bruh. What did I say? He's always prepared. You think he's not there, and you're like, oh, he wasn't ready for that. Yes, I was.
Wild, son. On the way down.
Oh, wow. Nice placement right there, the drive rush. Actually flips him, gets the counter hit. Nephew trying to run away with it. With the forward throw in the corner. Big life lead. Rinse and repeat, tries to get a reaction. The backdash finds nothing. The drill, the rebuttal with the OD uppercut. Nephew wants to keep the momentum. He does so. A round on the board. One apiece. Game one.
It's so difficult, right? It's feast or famine when it comes to someone like Dhalsim, right? There are ways for him to kind of get these big openings, knock you down and set up quite well, or even for full screen. But when Nephew comes to play, an error from Shaka. He shook his head off of that one, trying to go for the Inferno, or for the Blast, excuse me.
And that's one of the issues when you fight Dhalsim, and knowing how to properly punish those long limbs and continuing and following up on. I feel like that's a rare miss on the side of Nephew. Drive rush in. He's got 3 bars. You know he's taking it to the bank. Game number 1 is going to go to FlyQuest and Nephew. Bang!
What do we talk about, right? Feast or famine. Either Dhalsim has full control of the screen, whether it's in the mid-range game, 3/4 of the screen, in the corner, he's going to have a great time. But if you're in the corner as Dhalsim, best believe you do not have the reversal options, whether it be super, whether it be with your drive gauge. Hell, you don't even have the mobility sometimes.
That's facts. That's facts. That's why, I mean, but that's also why Shaka in that backdash in the corner to switch the momentum is even more impressive, because he's literally got to wait to make that happen. But Here we go. And now going more to the projectile game. Definitely more offensive, but more projectiles now.
Excellent call, too. It really prevents Nephew and kind of like double checks him from going in with drive rushes or these dashes, right? You're setting up the obstacle course to punch. And also some of these preemptive limbs, even if you try to buffer behind it, it could fall short. Hence why Shaka got that very important punch. But now Punish counter from the side of Nephew. Level 1. Push him to the corner.
Yeah, we touched on that too. Having a proper punish versus some of these limbs and the ranges that Dhalsim plays in, while he still was able to hit a button, long distance super, big damage on the table.
Damn.
Shaka's got an opportunity. Teleport back, build some space, looking for any exchange. The right hit can close it out. Follows behind the fireball, let it bounce once or twice.
Can't do it again. It wouldn't. Oh, Nephew, foot to face style. How do you like? He ran right into the roundhouse. Oh my God, the jump
in. Willing to play back a little bit this time. Nephew says, you know what? Now I'm gonna jump. Multiple throws. More than half-life already gone. Tries to sneak in the overhead. Shaka doesn't bite, but he gets to confirm. Fights back to the middle of the screen. Sets up the slide. The throw whiffs, but he's still fighting.
Well, that's pretty cool. He actually got a counter hit on that divine kick, but didn't get to follow up. He tried to double back. Oh my Lord. No, confirm again. Another drop.
Third time that's happened. Once again, it's something you got to think about. You didn't jump, did you? No, I didn't, and that's very smart to do. Dhalsims like to do that because they know you try to like jump them in the corner, stay there. That's a great option to catch it, but it's not the right one this time.
Oh, the whiff punish. Nephew not going to drop it this time. Does get the target combo into the level 1. Shaka is in trouble. Match point for Nephew, by the way. Does stop the initial jump. Looking to parry. Shaka can't find the rounds. He does so. That wasn't a full combo, by the way. That was a punish counter drill.
Great anti-air. Sets up into that big yoga flame.
That was only 3 hits. I wonder if Nephew tried to jump out of the way.
Drive rush behind it. I like that. Get some more of that screen control. You don't have the movement options for some of these other characters, but you got better control than most of them. The drill punish counter.
That one's different. Did get a full swing for that one. Full combo with a forward throw. Bringing Dhalsim to the corner is kind of dangerous.
I like that. Going to the normal. Knows Nephew was going to swing. Gets the confirm and the knockdown. Still fighting at the deficit and out of this corner. But I love the movement options. Use the fireball to cover your approach and make Nephew wait.
He can do it again, by the way. He does have a healthy amount of drive gauge. He's not going to do it. Oh, not going to punish. I think it was too far out. Forward throw now. Shaka, can you switch over? Oh, that was so delayed.
Look at that drive bar. Nephew was paying attention to check, but he didn't know what to do afterwards.
And just like that, Shaka drained of his drive gauge, one of the biggest resources he needs.
Oh my gosh.
No way!
Not a shot. Not a shot. Nephew takes it 2-0 over Shaka. And that matchup was it looked like it was a little dicey at first. I was a little afraid because he missed a couple of those confirms, even though he got the big whip punish on the limbs, dropped a couple of combos, and I'm like, man, you don't want Shaka to get another chance. But still, great contesting no matter where he was on the screen. One of the reasons I'm a big fan of Shaka.
Damn, that was an anime moment too. Nephew came back towards the bench, tapped the captain on the back. He's like, all right, I'm good.
Go ahead.
I'm good. I'm good. That's what he sounds like, I feel like. Nephew, I'm just saying, man. I know you don't have the headset on.
You know
sometimes
how he
you sound like that. You know it.
You know how he sounds.
Yeah, all right, Boldy. Crazy. Anyways, taking a look at it too, we talked about these moments where Dhalsim can be in full control. He deals a decent amount of damage on top of that for these resets. Quite tricky. But what happens when he's on the other side of the corner?
Yeah, that's the hardest part, right? Like, I love the fact that he was very willing to control the screen, but Nephew knows, like, that ground control is important. He was willing to go for just parry, go in, get the hit, and a few times he dropped these long limb whiff punishment confirms, but still able to get it in the tail end.
Right.
That definitely made him second guess towards the end of it, and just look at him. Now he's playing super confident.
On the other side, too, I love the discipline from Nephew to have the wherewithal to punish some of these limbs and also not push the agenda when it comes to these OD fireballs. They're going to cover Dhalsim as he moves forward. And even in these moments, just like that, he had the understanding, the game sense to think, he's like, if I drive rush forward, I might be able to bait out this super. And he did so according to plan.
And on top of that, it was basically a checkmate situation. He was in burnout, and he had level 3, so he could have just chipped him out if he did go to a block series. So Nephew definitely thinking a point ahead,